Is up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope everybody has had a wonderful week. We are, like the title suggests, playing the waiting game. So, yep, sure did. Playing the good old waiting game.
It's our favorite part.
It's the best part of everything. Like, if there was ever a part that I would want just to last for forever, it's this part. Like, never end. Just go on to infinity. Awful.
Yeah. This is worse than the shot.
You're having a puff for me. Also, quit looking. Oh yeah, located in Tucson. Cool, cool. We ship. You don't want to ship that. I don't want to pay for that to get shipped.
Right. Quit looking. Thanks, B&W.
We love you, buddy. Hope everything goes well. Bye. Maybe that's what we've been messing up on.
Maybe.
We need to add chili to the mix of routine.
Hey, Zach.
What's up, Zach? Hope you're doing well, buddy. I did a thing at work. I designed a sticker. Looks like an army patch. I love it. Designed it from scratch. Pretty proud of it. It's very basic, but designed a new sticker. Looks like an army patch. Sody green. Love it. Or I put one on my car. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Hey, Marco.
What's up, Marco? I was like, who's Peony?
The E and the W are right next to each other on the keyboard.
Fair enough. At least it wasn't a beanie. I'd be like, ooh, that's rough.
I always say that it's such a cruel joke that the O and the I are right next to each other on the keyboard, because whenever I'm typing out emails, sometimes I'll say docs, like for documents, but we will say docs. And I'm waiting for the day where I accidentally say dicks instead. I have uploaded the LLC resolution to the dicks. And I'll send it before even. I'm waiting for the day for that to happen.
Whoops.
Yeah. Whoopsie. Uploaded the dicks.
Enjoy the dicks that were uploaded.
I get called into HR.
Absolutely, very quickly. Go ahead.
It's not what you think it was. I promise.
Yeah, so we Lane's got to answer the phone. We did the transfer on Tuesday. Sticking with all the normal things that Alina has to stick to, with the fact of her doing the progesterone. So we're doing everything we're supposed to be doing, and it's a long waiting game right now. Got some new beard butter, and I put that in my beard earlier, but apparently my beard's just like, I do what I want. This beard butter stuff that I got, it smells delicious. It's cedar and leather. Smells very manly. Wish it had a touch of tobacco, but be alright. And if you haven't listened to any of them yet, there is a social media influencer that goes by the professor. His name's Nick Harrison. He has loaded his YouTube with all of the rock grunge uh, soul covers done by AI, and they're so good. I just saw a new one pop up right now. It's Down with the Sickness, and the band is called Disturbed Souls, and I want to listen to it so bad. There, uh, was it Corn? Um, I can't remember the name of the song. Something takes a part of me. The soul version of that song was amazing. It was so good. That's gonna bug me. What was the name of that song by Korn? Freak on a Leash. Yeah, Freak on a Leash with the AI soul cover was like it was so good. Thank you, buddy. I was having a derp moment. Yeah, so right? It was so good. So Alina will get a blood test next Friday, and then we'll just have to wait until we get the news from the doctor. Typically they'll do the blood test early in the morning, and then we just have to wait all day on a phone call, and that's the worst. But the longer that it goes on, like with this being the fact that we've already done this twice over, it's like once it gets into like late afternoon, we like already know like how bad the conversation is going to go. So like hopefully we get an earlier call this time around. But they tried to give, well, not tried, they gave her a different medication than what she's used before, that's supposed to have a higher success rate of implantation. Um, and she said that the transfer itself felt different this time around. And she's having different, I don't really want to say symptoms, but like different things happening that hasn't happened before. So we're both cautiously optimistic. So hopefully. Could you calm down, dude? Calm down. Lay down. Lay down. Stop bugging your mom. Stop bugging your mom. Your life's not that hard. Your life's not that hard, bro. What's up, Mason? Tuesday, I also got to see a buddy and a longtime customer of mine. He took him and his wife and his daughter to Nashville to see the Jonas Brothers, and he bought. This was done back in 2021. A custom knife from me. So he brought it back because I told him, I was like, dude, I'll give us free spots. Brandon Barham, if you're on the Facebook site, and it's the knife that's up on the hank that I sewed for him. So I'm gonna do a spa for that knife and just make sure it's all buttoned up, and then the knives that he wanted to get for me, I'm also gonna do a spa on those and get them all buttoned up. So pretty excited about that. That I can go back and fix some of the things that were not completely kosher. It was at my skill level at the time, best that I could do. Now my skills have progressed, so we're gonna make it gooder, or I'm gonna make it gooder on all three. Also, don't know if anybody's been watching the MLB playoffs, but it's exactly Gooder. Um, oh shit, dude! There is a soul cover of "Sober" by Tool. I bet that would be really, really good. Anyways, I don't know if anybody's been watching the MLB playoffs, but they have been crazy. Blue Jays and Mariners are tied 2-2. They're playing Game 5 right now out of 7, and the Dodgers have been wiping the floor with the Brewers. So 3-0 heading into Game 4. Hope the Brewers can get back, but it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Like, if they're just straight, like 5. If they're not straight, because I do have a corner that I'm trying to put them in, like 3, and then a corner piece or corner cabinet.
So like the short section, right?
Yeah.
So he said three short sections and then a corner cabinet.
Or like 5 short sections.
Or 5 short sections.
Because what I can do is I can just still place them like corner to corner, but put a top on top of it. Trying to hunt down some cabinets for the like kitchen cabinets for the garage, where I can start moving some stuff around and organizing a bit more. And I'm gonna expand my knife shop, so which I've already got a lead on some free lumber, which is awesome from my boss. But I've got to build a new doorway, which is going to be larger than just a regular doorway. Um, Frame a wall with a doorway, and then take down the old frame with the old doorway, move electrical, take down the ceiling joists that are currently up, and then I've done the measurements. I've got to remeasure just because I don't remember exactly how long it is. But I think the new joists are going to have to be like 28 inches long or some crap like that. So, or no. Yes? No, that's not right. Like 22 feet long or something like that. I'll have to measure it again, but, or 28 feet long. But I got to measure it, and if what I have, I can make it work. I can always splice things like uh, pieces of lumber together to make it work. So get it all figured out, but I got to relocate a bunch of electrical and put up some more lights and do a lot of work inside of the knife shop, but it will give me a lot more room, which would be nice. So, but it's starting to get cooler outside, and I'm like, get this project done while it's like comfortable to do construction. Sounds fun, sketch. Well, I mean, normally, like rafters that length, you wouldn't just put them up if you were putting any sort of weight on top of them. I'm not. So even if I have to do some redneck engineering to get the length, like that's not a big deal at all. The only weight that's going to be on them is the paneling that I put up and then the lights. Hey D. Plus, I am a really good redneck, so I'll do the math to make sure it'll hold up, and not collapse on me. And I'm sure that with the span of length that I need to do for the joists, I'm sure that I'll have to do some cripples or whatever the hell it's called, little pieces in between to keep everything square. I don't remember exactly what that's called, but I got Google in front of me, so bridging or blocking. Yeah, I'll get that all worked out. Maybe it'll be done by the first of the year. Who knows? Main thing is I just want to get all the insulation done. Well, all the framing done, all the insulation done, and then all the paneling up to try and keep it as warm inside of that shop as possible. But because it gets cold in there, it's a metal building. Nice, Zach. What's up, Lance? I appreciate it, Lance. Yeah, yeah, you don't want that going through for sure. That would be no bueno. Mm. Muy importante. Tomorrow, um, pretty comfortable here right now. Do 67 right now.
Yeah, I said that he was going to keep an eye
Q.
for you, and he will let us know. Because I told him, I was like, they don't have to be in good shape.
No,
Like they're
they
they're
don't
gonna
have
be
to
out
be
in
in
the
good shape at
garage.
all.
And so he was like, okay. He was like, the guys that did the bathrooms, the redid the
Mhm.
bathrooms for them, he's gonna ask him to see if maybe
Cool.
he
That'd
has
be
any
awesome.
cabinets. So
Well, also, I'm hoping that you told him like it doesn't just have to be that. Like, if you come across a good deal on more, like I will take more. But like, should have asked him about the bed for my truck.
yeah, ask him if there's like any good scrap yards around him.
Yeah. I mean, the only one that I know of that's worth a damn is the one that's out in Clarksville, Queen City. But I mean, they may have gotten expensive. I don't know if they have or not. But it's also hard to justify spending 2 hours to go to a pull apart place,
When you
not
don't know.
knowing. So, what all did your dad have to say? Just asking about the transfer and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Cute, 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 cute. Yeah, I was telling them about like me having to rerun the rafters and how I'll probably have to like piece boards together. And he was like, "Sounds fun, sketch." Like, no, you don't understand it. I got that redneck ingenuity in me. It ain't gonna fall through.
Time to do some sketchy shit, dude.
Hey, I've gotten away with it so far. Only almost burned down the shop once. That was wild. That was wild. That's fixed now. It's like, why don't I have full power going to a lot of my outlets? Oh, that's because the wire nut burned on the big panel attached to the house. Shit. Bro, I'm telling you, we saw a Siamese cat earlier. We saw a bunch of adorable kittens. We would have been able to have one of those kittens jump in the car. We would have brought you home a little brother or sister that was Russian blue. Yeah. It's really weird how you go from Siamese to Russian blue and black. That's weird. I do realize Russian blue is part of the Siamese family, but that split's really weird.
I mean, you can
Maybe it was a Russian blue dad.
I was say you can have a litter of multiple dads within one litter.
Well, yeah, I know that.
So you can have like a bunch of different colored cats.
So you have kitties. Oops.
Yeah.
Meow meow. Meow meow. Which is wild because, like, well, we only saw two. We don't know how many litters, but they all looked around the same age. So I'm assuming it was one litter. But at least two, if not more, Russian blues, and the rest are black, straight black. Like, not even Siamese, like, just black. Like, what the hell? What kind of funky genetics did you get into? And we don't know if that was the mom or not. But I'll be right back. I got pee.
Take advantage of that. Where's Brian and Falk? What's everyone else been up to this week? I don't know if Chris already asked that, but if he did, I wasn't here, so it doesn't count. You get a nice cube, bro. Hey, Cheeto. How is the job going, Zach? Blue. Nice, Zach. Well, good. Glad to hear that it's going well. Still a lot of training, but you'll get it. What?
What up?
Cheeto popped in,
What's up, Cheeto?
and then asked Zach about his new job. So, hey, Harrison.
What's up, Harrison? New job. You start the job at the hospital?
Blue, will you stop? But you still have a lot of training left.
Never got told that he started his new job because he doesn't come see us anymore when we're live, bro. I'm working. I don't care. This is our time. Obviously, don't get fired. Like P&W, he jumped in and said, "Hey, bye." Hey, bye.
What type of bed were you looking for your truck?
97 to a 2002 Geneva, Jesus, GMC Sonoma step side. And say we're also looking for taillights anywhere from 94 to 97 Cadillac DeVille.
Okay, tell me that last part one more time. What were the years?
94 to 97 Cadillac DeVille. Trying to start working on my truck and getting it the way that I want it to look because somebody, not naming any names, decided to talk shit on the fact that I haven't done anything to the truck.
I wasn't talking shit. I was just stating facts.
You were talking.
You've had that truck for like how many? Like over a decade.
And once again, how many times have we had extra money to where I could be like, "Oh, hey, I'm going to do this to the truck"?
I mean, there's been a few times, but
Not really. Yes, Zach, that is the plan. Dragon nuts. I'm gonna try and do the body work that I want to get done first, though.
I agree. There hasn't been a ton of times where we've had the extra money, but
Every single time that we've had extra money, like it's had to go to something else, or do this, or do that. So once again,
we got you a motorcycle.
Once again, when do we have the money? Our extra money didn't go for that motorcycle. Damn it! It just paid it all. And like I told you, I got to get new tires on that bike. So that's another additional thing that we're going to have to do next year.
Okay.
Cute. Thanks, Papa.
Cabinet. Bed.
Most important thing right now. Ooh, that's sweet. Alina would absolutely talk massive amounts of shit if I ever did this. And obviously, we would have to have the extra money to do it. But if I ever saw a El Camino pop up for a decent price, like I would pull the trigger in a heartbeat. I love Caminos. There was another company that made a vehicle that was similar to El Camino, and it might have been GMC.
Why are you growing?
Oh, the Ford Ranchero. Yes. Yeah. I forgot about the Ranchero. But it was also the Caballero. I forgot about. And that may be what I'm thinking about, the Calabero, Laredo. But El Caminos are bad. They've been talking the last couple months, year or so, about bringing the El Camino back. I hope they do.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the
But
same.
I don't want them to mess it up like they did with the Blazer. The Blazer looks horrible. I get what they were trying to do. You want to do a modern version of it. Blah, blah, blah. That's cool. But at least make it look different than some of the other ones. They did not. They just slapped Blazer on it and charged a premium because
Yeah.
it's a Blazer.
Like Equinox, Blazer, Traverse,
Same
all
same.
look the same.
Same. Yeah. They're just like, oh, we can fetch a premium price if we call it a Blazer. Nah, bro. But same thing. So I have a 97 S10. The 97 Blazer, same. Looks almost identical to the S10. I would love to have one. Had an opportunity once in the day to possibly get a hold of one, but I didn't. But I would love to have an old 97 Blazer. See? It's my truck with a topper. Like the interior looks almost identical as well. Damn. What my plans are, Zach, for my S10, and it's been my plans for a while. See, like almost identical. Slight difference. I'm going to take the S10 extended cab. I'm going to take the bed off. I'm going to put a step side bed on it. I'm going to take the taillights out. Hopefully, redirect the gas tank fill hole. Where I'm going to put it, I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. But close where the fill door is for the gas tank. Weld the bed shut. Move the license plate to the bed using a license plate pan. Take the taillights out. Put Cadillac DeVille taillights in. And then get rid of the door handle or the bed handle. Weld that shut. And then I would like to do some sort of a conversion to my doors and shave the door handles and get rid of the bumper and do either like a flat pan or some sort of body kit or something. Exactly, mini truck life. And then I've got 2 bags, so I got to get 2 more bags, and then I got to get compressor. What was it? Compressor, air tank, and then all of the valves and electrical and all that shit. And then talk to somebody who's much smarter than I am when it comes to that shit, which I've got a buddy who's a mechanic, and be like, hey, can you help me install this stuff? Please? do it together. I want to learn, but I have no idea where to start. I was watching a video last night of a guy who was slamming a Sonoma. I think it was a Sonoma. He took the bed off and he's like, "Okay, we're gonna move this over here, and then we're gonna cut these leaf springs, and we're gonna add in a new sway bar, and we're not notching the frame, but it's gonna be pretty low." And he's like, "So it'll sit about this right height." And I'm like, I was like halfway with you, and then he just totally lost me. He's like, "Yeah, you gotta have all these valves, and you gotta have the shut off, and you gotta make sure the compressor can air up the tank, and it's gotta shut off, and you got this valve that will only allow so much pressure into the air tank." And I'm like, Jesus, I don't have months to to give to this. Like, and it'll take me months to figure everything out, and it probably still won't be right. So, kind of like that, but that's not an S10. That's a Silverado. That looks sick though. That's an S10. My plans may have changed. What is that, a tailgate? Oh my god, that looks sick. Where are the tail lights? I guess they just deleted them and put them down here on the pan. My plans may have changed. I don't know what that bed came off of, but I like it. Or not the bed, but the tailgate. That looks sick. That looks really good. It's not an extended cap though, but that's okay. I like that paint job.
Click on. Yeah. Okay, I didn't know if there was any.
I did that tailgate. Of course, it's a custom tailgate. That's sick. I really like that. It's almost like a rat rod.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Hey, what's up, Brad?
Hey, Brad.
Just going over plans with what I want to do to my truck and how they're changing. So I just saw something that was awesome. That looks really good too. That looks really good. Mm, I don't know, man. That'd be cool. Swing out tailgate. That green dough. That looks good too. Corvette lights would look good here. Oh, so so uh so torn now. I guess I gotta look up more pictures of that. That that tailgate looks really, very, very good. I know I'm not keeping it white. and eventually I'll put some sort of rims on it, but I don't know what.
I was gonna say you won't be able to keep it white because well, right now you have a different color hood, and then you're gonna have a different color bed.
That hood's probably gonna get replaced.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you're gonna have a bunch of these pieces parts. You're gonna have to repaint it.
Mhm. Oh, I know. That's why I said I don't care what color the bed is.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
Mm-mm.
But it's just at some point,
Yeah.
that'll have to be.
Or just keep a redneck.
Okay.
Lower it, tune it, and just leave it multicolored. And people are like, oh my god, look at that piece of shit. Wow. Be asleep. Like this guy.
If you could keep it white, just do like a pearlized
Mm.
white.
I like the white on it, but white is one of those colors where it's like you have to constantly
yeah.
wash it or it shows everything.
It's fantastic.
But I mean, just about any paint job you do, you're gonna have to keep it clean because you're gonna have a thick, clear coat.
Yeah.
So I just had a stroke while trying to type that. Holy shit. Damn. That was bad. I had to reread it and I was like, shit, am I okay?
Smile, hold out your hands.
Holy hell. See, if I had, well, if I could find one, there was a Chevy truck that already did all these things to a certain point, and they're hard to find. Chevy Extreme, S10 Extreme.
Blue stop looking.
And so you already had like body kit and all this other stuff done from factory.
Okay.
But I guess they weren't great trucks because you don't see them anymore.
I say I don't think I've ever heard of the Extreme.
Yeah, I don't think they were very good trucks. But you would think that they would be 'cause essentially it's just the S10 with an added package.
Mhm.
But the reason why you still see S10s everywhere, and you don't really see any Chevy Extremes. Failing AC compressor, climate control components, intake manifold, gasket leaks, ignition and electrical problems like a faulty ignition switch, issues with interior and exterior parts such as brittle plastics and deteriorated rubber seals.
So just a few.
Just a couple. Nothing crazy. Jeeps. There's somebody still with us. I don't know if that's Brad or not. Brad, you still with us? Can you chill out, bro?
Yeah, he's like freaking out over there, like twitching and rolling around, and even Link's looking at him like, "Are you good, bro?"
No. Should I? He's been huffing and puffing a lot lately, and I don't know why.
Blue stop. No.
Get over here. Lay down. Stop you bullshit. You shot ready?
I can warm it up. Sounds so weird.
I gotcha. Yeah, I'm not a big Yellow Wolf fan. I like Travis Barker, but it is clean. It'd be a hell of a project car. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, any of like the big cars from like the 50s look really good on bag. My dad, when I was growing up, had well, so this is a two-part story. Obviously, he didn't look this good. And actually, that's not even the right one. Uh, that's pretty close. Um, so my dad, while I was growing up, had this guy as a project truck. He got a really good deal on it. He was trying to like fully restore it. It's a '59 Chevy Apache, and this was the second car I ever drove. Like, fell in love with the stepside because of this truck. And then when I was in high school, I had a buddy of mine that had a GMC Sonoma stepside that was customized, slammed, all this stuff, and we had a lot of fun in that. So since then, I pictured in my head turning my S10 into his Sonoma, but with my own little twist. Yes. So that was the whole reason why I'm like, well, I'm going to do the things that I want to do to this truck that I would have loved to do while I was in high school, but didn't have the money or the truck. So I really wish Dad would have never gotten rid of this because I would still be driving it. Even if it was broke down, I'd still figure out some way to fix it and
Yeah.
still drive it because that fucking truck was awesome. I'll own another one similar to that someday. I would like to get a 64. 62 or a 64. I think it looks a little bit cleaner than the 59. That jackass. Why are we fuzzy? Yeah, I think the 62 and the 64 just look a little bit cleaner than the 59, but still have those old classic ties. Or, C10. So, hell yeah, that's awesome. I don't know. I guess the 64 wouldn't be considered a C10 because C10s were usually a square body. C10s are nice. Well, I say that there's a 1960s Chevy C10 that's a step side. So I guess the 64 would probably be considered a C10
Probably.
unless it's the motor 65 C10, 72 C10. Two-wheel drive half-ton pickup truck from the CK series, designated by C for conventional two-wheel drive and 10 for half-ton capacity. So types across different generations. There was 60 to 66 Action Line, 67 to 72 Glamour, and 73 to 87 Square Body.
Dad was asking, is it a long bed or short on your truck? Or I guess the bed that you're looking for.
The short bed, but I'm assuming it'll fit on mine. Mine's a long bed. I don't know.
You have that's okay. You have a long bed right
Hold on before you message them.
Blue, stop looking.
So it's a six foot bed.
Which is considered a short bed option for that. Long bed option is not available for the category.
Yeah, same. 6 foot. Yeah. I ask me these questions.
Short, and then I'm putting in parentheses. Well, I'm asking you these now while you're in the computer.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess the 64 that I just showed off would be considered a C10. Same, Zach. Same. I always thought the C10s were always square body, but they are not apparently. Good to know. The dreaded vortex. I don't think so. The Vortec was 6-cylinder. Mine's a 4-banger. Well, I mean, with the 4-banger, it's just banger.
Bang.
Yeah, mine's a 4-cylinder. The 2 point. Man, ask me this question. I don't remember. Uh, 2.8. Or no, the Iron Duke 4-cylinder and the 2.8 V6, which was the Vortex. 2.2. So balls to the wall. Super fast. Struggles uphill.
I know how much you love raccoons. Would you like a pair of earrings made from raccoon penis bone?
I mean, no, but I would like a raccoon penis bone so I can start doing some shine. Traditionally, they would use those to run out your moonshine.
Yeah. Right now, anymore they stick it just a stick in there. But
Mm-hmm.
how would you acquire raccoon penis bone?
Once again, I don't
Very
ask.
specific.
I don't ask questions. Do not ask questions. In a perfect world, if I had stupid amounts of money, and I say stupid amounts of money, if I just had a couple grand in expendable income, I would absolutely drop like a 350 into my 350. But you can do a direct bolt with like a 350 on an S10, but you got to do a lot of upgrading to the rest of the system so you don't break the truck the first time you stomp down on the gas. That even though it's a 2.2, it's a 5-speed. LS or bust. Well, I mean, yeah, LS would be a good option too. The biggest thing that I hate about my S10 is there's a lot of slop in the steering wheel. And apparently you can take a Camaro steering box and replace it, and it like fixes the issue. I haven't gone that far yet, so I'm sure there's a lot of Franken parts that will go into that truck because that's the way it's starting. But LS would be fun, but still, you have to upgrade a lot of stuff so you don't snap your truck in half the first time you give it gas. And it's really funny about doing an LS swap. So the type of S10 that I have, it actually has an LS badge on the side. Not an LS motor, but it's LS. And why it says LS, but it does. I think it has a badge that says LS. You can get one from Savager for 600, and yes, that is true with the steering box. So we've got a couple like pull apart places around us, but like, and there's another one in Columbia that I can talk to, Stoney's.
Yeah.
But like the main one that everybody goes to, he's so high on everything. They could get a hold of a 90. I told him anywhere from 97 to 2002 stepside Sonoma bed. And he was like, I can get it here in a couple days and it'll be $5.99. No, absolutely not. It was used. It's not brand new. Nah, bro. Damn, that would take it to a V8. 350 is also a V8. Damn.
Stop.
I just need to get my damn garage belt. Do it. Do it. Small block engine. I also have a V6. First year was 97. 255 to 755 horsepower. And 285 to 715 pounds of torque. Foot-pounds of torque. Luxury sport small block. 5.7. Holy shit. 5.7 liter. Yeah. Damn.
It says it was for use in the Camaro and the Corvette. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I knew that LS was typically in the Corvette. Or it was. Dark really would be a sleeper. They'd be like, what the fuck? But then, so you go down these rabbit holes, and you're like, okay, well, if I swap the motor over to an LS, well, then I got to beef up the brakes, and I got to beef up the rotors, and you got to beef up the transmission, and all these other parts and pieces. And you're like, I can't have the motor sound bad, because then you got to do the exhaust system, and it was like this just long rabbit hole of buy monies, but it would be cool. Anyways, I gotta go Sabalina, so we'll be back.
BRB.
Just room time. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, we are back. Or I'm back. No, just send it open. That's funny. Also, got kind of a cool mail call. Ain't very big. Wish I had a pen to kind of compare it to. So, not very big, but it is special. Trying to show it off in the camera. Come on, focus, damn it. There it goes. So, I don't know what I'm doing with this yet. But it's superconductor. And I got a chunk of it. So I don't know. Maybe it's something, maybe some inlays on some knives, scales, or I don't know. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with it yet. But it's cool. Got some superconductor. Apparently you can outforge this stuff, so I gotta keep it with the size it's at and figure out what I'm doing with it. I may make a bead or two out of it. I don't know. But I have some.
I know you were holding that up to try to get focus on it, but now I feel like the camera's blurry.
I mean, it's probably been a while since it's been wiped out. Still blurry?
Yeah. I just like looked up and I was like, is it my eyes or like is it the camera?
No, that looks better.
Yeah, it looks better.
I don't know why it went blurry for a second, but
Well, I'm almost wondering if it was like trying to refocus since you had that were holding that up and
I mean,
trying to,
it could have been.
I don't know, man.
I just like started burning out of nowhere. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, see the phone with it.
Yeah. Um, What's up, Brandon?
Hey, Brandon.
What's up, Bart?
Or you guys had fun at the concert the other night?
Really? Have a good night, Zach.
Have a good night, Zach.
Good luck on the new job that I didn't know you were starting.
It was good. All American Reject still got nice meetings with school creepy. He was creepy. I miss where he said Bart into-
Do what?
I missed where he commented said Bart into house.
Press the network. Just a wee little piece. Chips upside down. I was just like, hey, that's pretty perfect.
You have the other one that he sent you? The other two?
He's only sent us two.
But you have the other one?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can use those to travel with.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about.
I mean, I got the humidor though. So.
Well, no, I know, but I'm like, if you're just want to take a couple with you, then you can do that and not have to worry about the humidor or anything because they're going to be fine for a day or two in that.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about
What is
crushing.
this?
Okay, I got you. That makes sense.
That is a piece of superconductor. I have no idea what I'm doing with it, but I got a piece. Do something with it. Could do 22 pendant. It's a little bit too big to do that. I mean, I could, but it's pretty thick. Something this size would look really good as like a pivot screw or a pivot collar. It might be a little bit too small for a pivot collar, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I got a piece of it. I just gotta figure out what I'm doing with it. I gotta make some cool stuff out of it. It was not as expensive as it should have been, but it was still on the pricey side. I got a guy I can get some more from. Also, made me a sticker at work. So that's 100% custom designed by me. I have to check the diameter, but see what millimeter that is. I might be able to cut off just two pieces and use them as plugs.
Yeah.
They would get thank you down the copper. Thanks, Brandon. I appreciate it. Where's Brian? Where's Brian? Where's Paul?
So I asked earlier while you were like making yourself some coffee. I was like, "Where's Brian and Paul?"
And Brian. Zach don't love us no more. I think he's also still trying to figure out light things, which I get. Tomorrow, I'm going to hang out with some buddies of mine. We're gonna hang out, enjoy some cigars, and then after that, I'm gonna try and run to a couple of different outlet places to see if maybe I can find some cabinets for the shop. Thought about taking my bike, but it's like I don't know where I'm going, so the weather tomorrow is going to be like perfect for a bike ride.
Mhm.
Glad to hear. Glad you enjoyed it, man.
Chat in a hat. That sounds like a weird Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah, Richardson's make good hats. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this design and put it on leather, and then it will go on a leather hat, just a little bit smaller. So it's not like taking up the whole side panel.
Yeah.
Or I could always do front. Full front. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Still look good on leather. The magic of the place where I work at. I'm like, hey, I have an idea. I'm gonna make it happen. And it's totally appreciated. Because while I'm doing all these side projects, I'm also learning things which will help us out. So, like with this sticker, figured out that you have to tell the damn cutter
Mhm.
to go in a radius, or it's just gonna do rectangle. Always learning. Yeah, I got a which uh, can't really show it off. But, I've been working on doing like a new shirt design for Black Star, and so if you noticed the sketched Black Star design that we have on our YouTube as our logo, Chat GPT did that for me, and then I had them do a skull that was similar, and so it's going to have my star and it'll say Black Star Designs underneath of it for the front, and then on the back it'll have a skull and say probably Black Star again, and then have two blades crossed behind the skull. But I haven't finished the design yet, so I'll end up having some new shirts here before long. But we got to get them ordered and figure out the design. Blah, 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 blah. And we've also had a lot of stuff going on at the shop, so
No.
we had a big client. There's a rodeo next weekend that we had to get a bunch of stuff done for. Go to the door.
It's okay. I know. Yeah, I know. Your brother's yelling at the neighbors. I get it. Oh yeah, if Chris starts yelling at Blue, then Ruby like will run away too. But Blue's outside because he was bugging us to go outside, and now he's just barking at the neighbors. Super fun. Why are you barking at everybody? The neighbors don't want to hear you.
Jesus. He peed. So.
At least you had to do something.
Oh.
Blue's like, I'm impressed too. Like,
Yeah, because you wouldn't listen. Their dog was barking. He was barking. Their
yeah.
kids were screaming. He gets more. I need less neighbors.
Yep. But they were done playing each other.
No. Best of 7. But if they win tonight, that's it. They're going to the
Yeah, which they're probably looking like that may happen.
World Series. So Mariners won, so they're up 3-2. The Mariners win one more game. They're going to the championship game. World Series. That's pretty great.
Well, see, it all started.
Uh-huh. Jesus, they got all 3 of those runs in the first inning. I hated it. So what you up to tonight, Brandon? Ooh, you got work on Saturday? Or on a Saturday?
Okay, just start adding in random numbers.
I mean, it wouldn't
Wait.
be that far fetched from how I typically type. Like, you're gonna figure it out or you won't.
Your puzzle with all
I'll play game.
that. Razor all over the place.
What? Braves are all over. I'm not even playing right now.
Soon.
The Braves are gone from the tournament. There's only 4 teams left. I'm assuming that's OT for you. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I mean the Brewers was the best team in the NMLB this year, and they're getting their butt stomped by the Dodgers. If the Mariners win and the Brewers lose, I'm gonna start rooting for the Mariners because I was born in Washington State. First baseball game that I ever went to was at the Mariners for the first professional baseball game. 3 hours only work 3 days this week. Jesus. That's a lot. Oh, nice. Are they real?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That's what. Oh, it popped up.
You typed in here?
Yeah. No, I did type in here. I just clicked on one, but I already got my answer, so it's fine. No shit. Which one is it?
Which one is it?
What I mean, which pitcher is it? My was it the Cubs? Early?
Yeah.
I think it's the Cubs. They have an early that pitches for him, and he's from Virginia or West Virginia. That's my distant cousin. Never met him before. He doesn't know I exist, but same last name. We're related. And I was like, woohoo! Oh, you pitch for the Cubs. Oh, no. What did he say? He was in his mid-20s, early 20s, mid-20s, something like that, making stupid amounts of money.
Yeah.
What is the league minimum salary? Is $760,000 per
Okay, with just the minimum.
year. Yeah. Minor league minimum is 62 for their on their first MLB contract, and 123.9 for those on their second contract. That's minor. Shit, I'd be doing anything you asked me to do for that kind of money on a baseball field. Like, you want me to sweep the infield? Like, done. You want me to shine some equipment? Cool.
Brandon Woodruff is his cousin.
I will do all the things. Brandon Woodruff. I'm not familiar with them. Let's see here. Ooh, he got injured. That's why he hasn't been pitching. 50 million contract for 2 years. Bruh. Teach me how to throw. $25 million a year. Travel and play a game.
Right.
Obviously, you have to be decent. But I will cheer the hell out of you guys for $750,000. I mean, you got to be decent just to get into the minor leagues, let alone the majors.
Yeah.
You go quarter in
Yeah.
there. Owie. Put my toe on the side of the desk. Nice.
That's cool. I need Milwaukee to start playing better. So I've been saying that for the last 3 games. Ooh, excuse me. Because nobody wants to see the Dodgers go to the World Series. Nobody wants that. No.
Except for Dodgers. Yeah. want to talk about spicy? Listen.
Yeah.
Or not spicy, crispy. That's all I can hear right now. It's just
In the morning, whenever I switch over to drink a sparkling water, and I'm come back here with it, that's all I can hear while I'm working. Sometimes I'm like, "What is that sound?" Oh yeah.
good. Yes. Well, do you got anything else?
No.
I don't either. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate it. YouTube will be back on Sunday. Facebook, we'll see you next Friday. Potentially. Maybe. I have to see how things go. Thank you so much for the support. Hope everybody has a wonderful Saturday. Facebook, have a wonderful week. Stay sharp. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And if you do, don't get caught. Deuces.
Bye.